It's always the perfect way to end a weekend. You get some football and a chance to win $100,000. Hey, what's going on, everybody? It's Jason Mattis, of course, with Winning Bets. Thanks for checking out this episode. This is one of those free games that we play, and it's over on the NBC Sports Predictor app where we can win $100,000 if we can correctly predict Sunday Night Football. And this week we get those Seahawks going up against those Steelers. And I'm also giving away $25 each and every single week if you join the Winning Bets League. How do you join the Winning Bets League? Well, grab the information from this video description, compete against your fellow Winning Bet supporters, have the most points, and win $25. If we take a look and see who won last week, we had Parker L. and Grace with me both tied, so they'll be splitting that prize, and they're not splitting $25. This week was actually worth $50 because we had a tie the previous week, so the $25 rolled over to that Bills-Chiefs matchup, so it was worth $50. So Parker L. and Grace with me will each be taking home $25 for their entry that won them the prize. So congratulations to each one of them. For everybody else, as you can see, tight leaderboard. This week's a whole new week. Everybody starts off with 0 points, so this could be your week to get lucky. How about last week? Bills and Chiefs. My Bills did it. I did it. I predicted that the Bills were going to win the game, and not only did they win the game, they absolutely dominated the game. So that was a good feeling here for Bills Mafia, and I am certainly part of Bills Mafia. Been part of Bills Mafia my whole life. That's the way we rolling around here. Let's go ahead, though, now and jump on in this contest. Again, we've got those Seahawks. We've got them going up against the Steelers. So let's just jump right on into it. Question 1 is how many passing yards and touchdowns will Geno Smith get? And this one's tough because you've got to try and make a decision. Are you going to go off the numbers? Or if you do alter from the numbers, how much are you going to alter from the numbers based on Geno Smith? He's obviously no Russell Wilson from his accuracy, from his decision making. He cannot throw that deep ball like Russell Wilson can. So you just can't go off what Russell Wilson's been doing or what the Seahawks have been doing. You've got to calibrate that down. Again, it's just a matter of how much you calibrate it down. If we look at the Steelers, they allow 225 passing yards per game. They allow 2.3 touchdowns per game. From a running standpoint, to try and maybe decide if the Seahawks will have success running the ball, the Steelers allow 4.4 yards per carry, which is about average in the NFL. So not going to be a whole lot of easy sledding there for the Seahawks on the ground. I'm going to go ahead and lock Geno Smith in at 220 to 249 passing yards, and I'll give him one touchdown. Give him about the yardage of what the Steelers average, but then go ahead and knock him down for a touchdown, so I'll only give him one touchdown. Question 2 is the same thing, but for Ben Roethlisberger, how many yards and touchdowns will he get? Well, the Seahawks allow 328 yards per game on 2.3 touchdowns per game. The Steelers and Roethlisberger are throwing 260 per game, and they're getting just a tick over one touchdown per game. I'll go ahead and slot Ben Roethlisberger into that 260 to 289 passing yards, and he'll get 2 touchdowns on Sunday Night Football. Big game player, going to show up and shine on big game stage, so give me 2 touchdowns for Roethlisberger. Question number 3 is who's going to have the most total yards in the second quarter. If we look at first these Seahawks players, you get Chris Carson. He's by far the lead back in this offense. But 2 things concern me here with Chris Carson. 1, he's coming off injury. Obviously, he was inactive last week, so we don't even know how healthy he is going on into this matchup. And 2, Alex Collins, the backup, is just starting to look, quite frankly, he looks good. He looks explosive. He's hitting some long runs, and he's just been looking good in his opportunity. So I'm worried that Collins could be cutting into Carson's opportunities. Then you get DK Metcalf. He's a leader on the team by targets by 3, second on the team in yards per game, although he's only 2 less than Lockett. So him and Lockett are basically neck and neck on yards. Lockett is second on the team in targets, and again, he's first on the team in yards per game. And then you get any other player there for the Seahawks. If we go ahead and look at the players here for the Steelers, you get Najee Harris. He's the lead back by far by 70 carries. I mean, by far, he's the lead back. He's also number 1 on the team in targets by 2. I was quite surprised when I looked that up that, okay, yeah, he's definitely the lead dog, but I wasn't expecting him to lead the team in targets. That was a surprise to me, and a nice surprise. I think it'll help us answer this question. Deontay Johnson, he's second on the team in targets and second on the team in yards per game. And then you have Chase Claypool, first in yards per game by 9 yards, but third on the team in targets. And, of course, you can go ahead and take any other player. I'll take Najee Harris. I mean, by far, how do you ignore that production? It's by far the lead dog back. You don't have to worry about another running back cutting into his production like you do on other teams. He's leading by 70 carries, so that is absolutely astonishing. And then look what he's doing in the pass game. Number 1 on the team in targets. So Big Ben is obviously looking his way, whether they're called routes or busted plays that then, or dump off passes to the running back there. Either way, he's number one on the team in targets. So love the production from the run game, love the production from the pass game, and love that you don't have a lot of competition to steal his opportunities away. So it's Najee Harris for me for the most total yards in the second quarter. Question number 4 is what's going to be the longest play of the second half, pass or rush? I'm going to go ahead and say 25 to 29 yards, and the Seahawks have a decent secondary. Coupled that with I don't really trust Geno Smith in terms of really attacking the Steelers secondary deep. So I'll say 25 to 29 yards. Not every game has a big play, or the big play could simply come in the first half because this is only a second half question. So I'm not, by going low 25, 28 yards, I'm not saying there's not going to be a big play. Just hopefully there's not a big play in the second half. Question number 5 is what's going to be the total points in this game? Well, the over-under is at 43 points. If I look at the stats going on in this game, the Steelers are scoring 18 points per game, where the Seahawks are scoring 21 points. From a defensive standpoint, the Steelers are allowing 23 points per game, and the Seahawks allow 26-point games. So that's an average of 22 points for both of these teams. I'm going to go ahead and say 41 to 44 points, and I'll give you my exact score later to let you know how it came to that 41 to 44 range. Question number 6 is who's going to score the last touchdown of the game? Not as successful. We're really successful in getting the first touchdown of the game. Unfortunately, they went ahead and asked us the last touchdown of the game tonight. Chris Carson's got 3 of the 5 rushing touchdowns here for the Seahawks. Lockett has 5 of 11 passing touchdowns for the Seahawks, and Tyler Lockett has 3 of the 11 passing touchdowns there for the Seahawks. And of course, you get any other player. Look at ones for the Steelers. Najee Harris, 2 of the 3 rushing touchdowns on the season. He does have one of the 6 passing touchdowns on the season as well. Deontay Johnson, he's got 3 of the 6 passing touchdowns, and Chase Claypool has 1 of those 6 passing touchdowns on the season there for the Seahawks. I'm going to go ahead and Najee Harris again. I mean, look, at least late in the game, at least how I think this script's going to go, I don't see the Steelers having to throw the ball all that much to claw their way back into this game or keep the Seahawks off of them. So in a game where I think the Steelers may be able to dominate this game and be out in front comfortable, I think that lends to the running game. We already know how he's by far the lead back. So I'll go ahead and take Najee Harris to have the last touchdown of the game. And question number 7 is, of course, who's going to win the game and what's going to be the win margin? Well, currently the line is Steelers -5. I've got this game scored as Steelers 27. The Seahawks 17. That means I have this a 10-point game, so I'll do Steelers to win the game by 10 to 11 points. Give me the Steelers. I obviously trust them a lot more. Obviously, they've had their issues so far earlier on the season, but they had a good get-right game last week up against the Broncos. They'll still be at home in this matchup where they were last week, where they find the comforts at Heinz Field of putting together a good game plan and being able to go out there and execute it. And then Geno Smith, I don't trust anything about Geno Smith. Not a good quarterback. Everybody knows that. He is a backup quarterback, and most of the time you want your backup quarterbacks to like come in and tread the water. I don't even think Geno Smith can come in and tread the water. So like this Steelers defense going up against Geno Smith. So give me a good 10-point win. So is what I'll go ahead and do it with here on Sunday Night Football. So that's how we're doing it, guys, for a chance to win $100,000. Don't forget, if you also want to take my money each and every single week, join the Winning Bets League. You can grab that information from this video description. I'd love to have you part of the community, competing and battling every week to take my money. Otherwise, guys, enjoy Sunday Night Football. Enjoy the end of your weekend. And we'll see you guys back here next week. Have a good one and good luck. That was a lot of fun. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, and good luck with your picks. If interested in placing real sports bets, then check out my latest daily free sports betting video in the bottom right corner. Otherwise, I'll see you on the next contest.